And coming to the third point, lack of preparation. See, effective public speaking requires thorough preparation. It's for sure one should prepare, including researching the topic, organizing the content, and rehearsing delivery. Everything, every phase is very, very important. Without proper preparation, speakers may not appear organized. Okay, so definitely one should give a proper preparation for themselves. So how to overcome this lack of preparation? Set aside dedicated time to research your topic and gather relevant information. Definitely divide your time, frame the time according to the practice and everything. Give specific time for your research and create a clear outline or a structure of for your speech to help organize your thoughts. So definitely structurization of your speech is very, very important. Without organizing your thoughts, it look like clumsy and it won't give a clear outline and output whenever you are presenting in front of your people or audience. Okay, so definitely create a clear outline. It is must. So practice your speech multiple times. See, everyone know that practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. That's it. So keep on practicing for multiple times, focusing on both the content and delivery, not only the content. So yes, content is very, very important, but the delivery is also takes such an important place. Why? Because most of the people, they look to you just because of your way of presenting. They will sit and they will continue to hear you till the end of your speech. Okay, so you should focus on both the content and delivery. It's very, very important. So rehearse your answering potential. So you must be well prepared to welcome the questions and feedback. It is very important. Okay, questions from the audience are quite common once you complete your presentation, and you need to look like yes, you are good enough to answer all of their questions. So you need to make them comfort that yes, he is the person or she is the person who can answer and who can clear our questions. So you should be well prepared for your Q&A sessions, right? So my next point, it is keeping the audience engaged and interested can be challenging, especially if the topic is complex and unfamiliar to them. See, for example, in this class itself, I think most of the people, they will leave the class in the middle of that explanation. Why? Because it looked like complex for them. Okay, it looked like unfamiliar to them. So learning something is always complex and unfamiliar for a student. It's quite natural. So see, keeping the audience engaged and interested, it is the basic thing you need to maintain till the end of your presentation. Till the end of your presentation, it is very, very important to maintain your audience engagement. Start your speech with an attention-grabbing opening to hook your audience from the beginning. So these all will be explained in detail in our public speaking master classes and paid courses as well. If you are really interested to learn the art of public speaking in with useful techniques and cool presentation, definitely you are always welcome. You can contact me using the details which I have provided in my description box. So start your presentation, start your speech with an attention grabbing opening to hook your audience from the beginning. Use stories or examples to make your message more relatable and memorable. So incorporate interactive elements such as asking theoretical questions or conducting polls or inviting audience participation. So this third point is very much helpful in online sessions. Okay, so to gather, to engage the attention of your audience, you need to use some tools such as asking questions and giving polls and everything. Okay, so and the next thing is maintain eye contact with audience members and vary your tone and pace to keep them engaged. See, the body language also plays a crucial role while you are presenting in front of people. Okay, always maintain eye contact with your audience or students, whoever it may be, sitting in front of you and listening to you. So you need to adjust your tone and pace according to the topic and according to the situation of the audience to keep them engaged, right? So coming to the next one, handling questions and feedback. So why it is important to handle all the questions and feedback? Yes, dealing with questions from the audience and feedback can be daunting for some speakers. That is the reason it became a challenging. Yes, so especially if they are not prepared to address unexpected inquiries or criticism. So some people, they might fear of criticism and they are not able to not able to or not able to is not a correct phrase. Okay, so they are not self-prepared to face the feedbacks and criticism. This is the another most important point where they feel public speaking as a challenge. So let's see some of the points how you can overcome this fear of handling questions and feedbacks. So see, anticipate potential questions and prepare answering in advance. But also be open to unexpected inquiries. Not only the preparation, one must always be open to inquiries. Definitely. So you must be prepare yourself to answer unexpected inquiries as well. Okay, so prior that, prepare the most common FAQs, so whatever you are expecting from your audience according to your speech. Okay, so coming to second one, listen actively to the question and take a moment to gather your thoughts before responding. So whenever you are listening the question, don't give immediate prompt to the answer. It might um, it might fail. Okay, so please don't give the answer in hurry. So develop active listening and take a moment to answer the questions by grabbing all your thoughts before responding. And if you are unsure about an answer, it's okay to admit it and offer to follow up later. So if you are not sure about that answer, what will you do? So no problem, you can receive the question and politely you can say that, yes, this is the important question that I need to follow up. And definitely I will give an update on this question. So you can give the answer in a polite way. See, the concept is you must look like the person, those who are well-versed or the well-versed, or you can say that yes, this is the person who can give the content in a simple and easy manner, right? Coming to the fifth point, view feedback as an opportunity for growth and improvement rather than criticism. So please don't think that feedbacks are a form of criticism. So make sure that your brain is always open to welcome criticism. Why? Because this is the only place where you can see what are your flaws and where you need to grow. What are the points that you need to develop or to learn more in that particular concept. So reflect on constructive feedback and incorporate it into future speaking engagements. So whatever the feedback, either it is, if it is positive, definitely you can, they will help you as a boosting. And if it is a negative comment or feedback, definitely one should accept it. Why? Because they will act as a constructive feedback to grow your future engagements. I hope these points are helpful for you, right? So this is all about today's class. And in the next video, we are going to learn about public speaking and what are the main parts of public speaking and how to learn in short. So see you soon. Thanks for being here till the end. See you in the next video.